Food. It's such an essential staple of day-to-day life that the risks associated with food may often be overlooked. Even in the United States, food safety is a prevalent issue. There are a staggering number of cases of hospitalizations and deaths due to foodborne illnesses in America. In 2011, the CDC estimated that there were 48 million cases, which resulted in 128,000 hospitalizations and over 3,000 deaths. Let's compare that to the number of gun-related deaths in the same year, which was 8,583. So why isn't this issue getting the attention that it deserves? In 2011, FSMA, or the Food Safety Modernization Act, was passed, bringing foodborne illness to the public attention in light of recent outbreaks of E. coli and Salmonella. Simply put, this bill set up requirements, such as specific training, hygienic practices, and documentation procedures intended to improve the safety of American-produced food. However, this bill has made little impact on food safety statistics due to a lack of understanding and compliance by American farmers. This is Farmer Matt. Although he greatly cares about the quality of his food, he is not too familiar with FSMA. As a result, he has failed to maintain adequate records and doesn't meet regulations for testing his soil or agricultural water. He doesn't even realize that because of his farm's small output, he qualifies for exemptions. In the past, Matt had experience with contaminated pesticides. Consequently, he explored going completely organic instead, using only a saline solution as produce treatment. Organic and chemical-free foods are a great way to go, but one of the most important things Matt can do is keep precise records of everything that leaves his facility. His main products are sprouts and leafy greens, two of the crops at highest risk for food contamination, which both require extra regulations by the FDA. Matt sells them throughout his home state, meaning that despite his farm's small size, his decisions regarding production impact the safety of families throughout the state. As it stands, Matt is unaware of what he can be doing to reduce his risks. It's because of farmers like him that food poisoning stats have yet to decrease. Each year, approximately 1 in 6 Americans will suffer from food poisoning, a statistic that has remained relatively static since 2006. This can in part be attributed to the lack of familiarity of rules by farmers such as Matt. This is Matt's neighbor, Farmer Emil. Since 2011, he has adapted his farm to meet regulations. This process began when he created a hazard analysis and critical control points plan, where he designed a flowchart outlining his farm's processes to be used in conducting a hazard analysis. This process is outlined in 7 principles that eventually lead him to hiring a food safety supervisor who trains his employees to meet FSMA standards. Additionally, he has installed equipment such as hand wash stations to increase employee and visitor hygiene, as well as developing an on-farm food safety plan that includes careful documentation of his storage, sanitation, transportation, and training programs. His friends catch word of just how easy of an adjustment it all really was. FSMA encourages tailoring safety plans to work with individual operations, making it a seamless transition for farmers. Also, as a small farmer, he was given additional time to meet regulations, as well as certain exemptions to rules, such as the level of detail that he has put into creating his records. Emil understands, however, that regardless of exemptions, he's liable for the production of hazardous food. Every food producer and grocer cares deeply about providing quality goods and services. Each one also cares about their bottom line. The question is, are you doing your part? Implementing these things may not necessarily be economically friendly, but every producer and retailer has a responsibility to keep their food safe. The challenge lies with assessing risks and taking the proper actions to prevent any contamination. If your actions could prevent 50 hospitalizations, or even just 1 death, then it would be worth it. Where does your understanding of FSMA rank? Are you a Farmer Matt or a Farmer Emil? To learn more about FSMA and how to improve your farm safety, check out the links below.